Yeah, Quinn. You might know Quinn.
The name sounds familiar.
Quinn Maxwell. He's also an inspiration to my videography career, and he actually pulled me on one of my first jobs. Actually, I went on when I was like, I honestly might have been like 14 when I was on like my first like film set.
That's
so
nuts.
Quinn pulled me on. I was like, hey man, I'm starting to get into photography and stuff. Like, I know you do it. Let me know if I can help you at all. So he's like, actually, I got this documentary project that I'm working on called Ancient Tomorrow. And Ancient Tomorrow ended up being like at least a 5-year thing for me. But it's about the ancient, power plants and the pyramids and how that all kind of used to be like a worldwide wireless energy system. So it goes into exploring that. And yeah, there's some really, really cool stuff in there that I learned when I was working on it. And I believe some of it, I don't know. But yeah, that was one of my first jobs, and started working just as like a production assistant and second shooter. And that ended up at 14.
And you're getting paid. Damn.
I don't know if I was getting paid. I don't know if I was getting paid yet.
You're getting paid experience at a bare minimum.
Paid experience. It was great. I was so stoked to be there. And then Quinn ended up leaving that production, and then I basically actually took over Quinn's position and ended up doing like a lot of the shooting on that documentary and a lot of the editing as well.
Wow.
Which was really cool. So it's available on like Netflix, I think Amazon, and other streaming platforms. But it was a cool project to work on. And speaking of like first project that I ever got paid for, it was really cool. And it was with Plus Size BMX. They've been a big part of the Colorado kind of mountain bike scene, and beyond Colorado too. But I met Chris just through going to his events and dirt jump competitions or what have you that he would put on. And I was like, hey, I'm starting to do filming, like check out some of these videos I made of my friends. And he was like, okay, well, Brian Banghart is throwing a jam in his backyard.
Yeah, the Golden Trails.
And we want a video made for it. And I was like, all right, I would absolutely love to do this. Let me know what you need. And he's like, all right, I'm going to pay you like, I don't know, it's probably like $150 or something, not much. But for back then, I'm getting paid $150 to do like a video. What? Like, what is life? So showed up to Brian's yard. Of course, I'm going to bring my bike. I have to ride too. I can't just film, which lives true to today. And made the video. And while I was there, Shelby Smith was also there, and he's also another videographer that I looked up to. And I saw him like filming with the glide cam, and I was like, holy shit, I need one of those. He's probably getting some crazy shots right now. But it was cool to like film alongside him, and I can't remember who he was filming for, but it was cool getting to like film for Plus Size BMX. My first job ever was something that I was passionate about, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, super cool. I wonder, I must not have, was I there? Do you remember?
Shit, you might have been.
Were you in Cali then? No, you had to have been.
It was
there.
a sweet jam.
Because I don't remember ever having a jam at his house. He had rad jumps. They were super fun.
Yeah, huge yard full of
Yeah, it's before
massive
he moved
dirt
out,
jumps.
he threw like a giant jam. It's like
right before he moved out.
Okay,
Out
then
of
maybe
town.
I wasn't. I was in California by then because, I don't remember ever having a jam. But we were right there. They were super fun.
Well, and that's such a cool experience. Like, I've had that same experience where I remember doing my first paid stunt show, where I literally got paid to ride a BMX bike, and it broke me from being able to be a decent employee. Mm-hmm. Like, to this day, like...
Was that with Yellow Designs?
It was with Yellow Designs, yeah. So I had been hanging out with Yellow, and it goes back to being in the right environment. Mm-hmm. We watched the stunt show, and this is like a month after I found out what BMX was. And I tore my bike apart, and I made it into a BMX bike. And I'm all fired up about it. And we're in Winter Park. We see Yellow Designs do a show. after this mountain bike thing we were doing for the Red Cross, and my dad could just tell I'm just itching at the table. I can't sit still, and he just tells me, like, go introduce yourself, like, go make friends with those people.
Cool.
And he literally had to, like, walk me over there, like, first day of school, and, like, drop me off and walk away. And I did not leave their side. Like, I didn't let them break down the ramp in peace. I didn't let them sell merch in peace. I was glued to them.
Yeah.
And over the course of like a year, I just followed them around, and I bought a box jump lip from them that I put in my front yard as a quarter pipe, and spent a lot of time through there. Big shout out to Yellow Designs and Brian Gavigan for that. It literally changed my life. But I remember doing my first paid stunt show in Colorado Springs, and like the craziest feeling, like you said, of just like, it literally had to have been $25 to $50. Like, it was nothing. And, like, by no means was I crushing it as a stunt rider either. Like, I was mostly there because I was 14, and it was interesting that there was a 14-year-old on the team, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And maybe 15. And, yeah, that feeling of I just got paid to do something I love is something that I wish for everyone.
Yeah.
Because it really opened me up to realize I don't have to do things. Like, if I have to do something for money, like a job or a 9-to-5 that I'm not crazy passionate about, it doesn't mean I can't go find a way to get paid to do what I love. Like, it really made it real and solid and concrete in my mind that there's no reason you can't get paid to do what you love.
Definitely. I think that, you know, even that first job that I got too, that had a lot to do with my confidence in being willing to pursue this. And yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, because I did like several stunt shows for free, and like I enjoyed it. Kind of going back to the whole school thing, like I enjoyed it, and the how to get paid for it just kind of showed up. It wasn't, and it's not something I chose to pursue and like become a professional rider, but at the same time, it opened the door of like I don't have to believe in the work isn't something I'm supposed to enjoy. It's just to get money.
Definitely. And you chose to, you know, go talk to Yellow Designs. You know, maybe it was your dad that chose that.
Yeah,
like,
ultimately
hey, go
it
talk
was
to
on
Yellow.
me. Ultimately it was on me, yeah.
Right. Ultimately, like, it was on you, and, you know, just surrounding yourself by those people is like the first step. Like, someone inspires you, like, you know, try to get in with them. And that seemed to work with you for Yellow Designs, which is really cool, and that seemed to work with me for, you know, being like, hey, Quinn, like, I'm into photography. Let me know if I can help you at all, you know? So, and that still lives true to my job today, is just, you know, being surrounded by the people that inspire me. And I feel like, if anything, like, my friends and just the people that I'm close to, like, inspire me more than just anyone, like, that's, like, super famous or anything. Like, I get most of my inspiration from my friends and like people that are in my life, and people that I give my energy to, and I get that energy back. Yeah. So that's really important to have around, and, you know, just being open to talk to people and being open to being vulnerable to people. Like, hey, I don't know this. Like, can you, like, you know, what, like, let me learn about what this is all about. That really has helped me become, you know, a freelance photographer and videographer, is that I'm willing to talk to people that are in that field, or people that, you know, I want to, like, hey, like, can I do some free photos for you or whatever, free video? Like, how can I help you at all? So just putting yourself out there, getting your name out there is huge. And, you know, Plus Size BMX was the first client, and I've really never done like a whole lot of advertising for my business. And, you know, a lot of it is pretty much just word of mouth and just me being open to the possibilities and talking to people and learning people's stories, and just being open to it, I think, is the most genuine way and has been the best way for me to, you know, get clients. And, you know, pretty much all of them are very meaningful to me. So it's great having that be the system, as far as like, hey, like, you know, I'm just doing this job to like get money or whatever. It's it's more than that. It's more of like a partnership and a collaboration. It
Mhm.
seems like with a majority of my clients. So I
Yeah.
love that. I love being able to work with them on their dreams. So it's not just, one of our dreams. It's both of our dreams collaborating. I like to think of it as when I work with someone, it's collaborating on our dreams together. So
Heck yeah. That's awesome. I mean, that's such a great way to look at things is that you're working together on something. You're not just producing something for someone.
Yeah.
You are a part of it, and you take that ownership. And I think it shows off in a lot of, at least I haven't seen a ton of your stuff, but as soon as I found out you were on the podcast, I was like, sick, I can't wait. I love watching action sports videos, so it was like, oh, twist my arm. Like, I
Right.
get to watch some cool footage, and like, yeah, you can tell there's a lot of heart, and like, I think that really shows off, or
Cool.
shows up anyways, in everything that you're doing. And even back to what you were talking about, of you've really gotten back to trying to be as authentic as possible, and it
Mhm.
shows up because you're really keeping it real and becoming a partner with the clients. It's not just I'm making
Yeah.
a video for these people. I'm making a video with these people, and when we're done, we're both going to look at this and be like, wow, we did something together.
Yeah, definitely. I'm very fortunate to be working with everyone that I do, and very fortunate to know everyone that I do, and definitely could not do this without everyone in my life, and it's just been a really great journey. Taking my inspiration from a young kid and kind of just rocking with that and riding that wave has been my best option. And yeah, I'm just glad that I didn't take the advice of like maybe a few teachers or something that I've had, and
Yeah.
I kind of just stuck to my vision and my plan, and it's worked out really good. And yeah, I feel very stoked to wake up every day and do what I do, and it's a new adventure every day. It's great, and shout out to everyone in my life, because I couldn't do this myself. Like I said, it's a collaboration of dreams, and that's what it's all about.